Good morning. On this very tragic day, last night, before I went to sleep, I saw on my phone this beautiful young couple, Yaron Leshinsky and Sarah Milgram, young people about to start their life at an AJC event in the Jewish Museum for Young Jewish Professionals, were gunned down by a murderous terrorist, a Marxist, who was screaming, "Free, free Palestine." He killed two young people in cold blood. Yaron, who was so excited to be in America, begin his life with Sarah, he had just bought a ring to give her so they could be engaged and get ready to get married. And today they are no more. When Cain kills Abel, the verse says that God says the bloods of your brother are calling to you, in the plural. Because when we think it's not just Abel that he killed, but all the generations that would have come after. When we think about Sarah and Yaron, we don't just think about this beautiful, young, cute, loving couple who had so much hope and light and positivity in the future. But we think about the children, grandchildren, and generations that won't be because of a terrorist who killed them. And we don't just hold him accountable, but we hold all those who have been peddling lies about Israel, blood libels, about the only Jewish state that protects its citizens, presidents of universities. At Columbia's graduation yesterday, the president said how they miss and they're sad that the terrorist who was arrested by the U.S. government is not there. We think about all those politicians who screamed "Free Palestine" and stigmatized the Jewish community and the Jewish people. But it's easy to get up here, be upset, and spew more rhetoric and speak angry and then go back to our day-to-day life. But as a Jewish community, it's critical that we know and that we think of who we are and what are we going to do to be stronger. We've been through this before. Thousands of years of anti-Semitism, pogroms, crusades, the Nazis, the communists. You think it, we've been through it, and we've survived. So the first thing is, we have to be resolute. We have to be strong. We have to know that we're going to fight back. We're going to speak up. And we're going to support Israel even stronger. Because we know that they're there to protect us and the 10 million that live in the land of Israel. We can't be weak. This Shabbos in Shul, we're going to get up, we finish the portions of Bahar and Bechukotai, and we say, Chazak, Chazak, Venit Chazek. We promise and we ask God that we're going to be strong and resolute, and we're going to get stronger. And we bless the new month, this Shabbos, the new month of Sivan, which is the month when God gave the Jewish people the Torah, the greatest gift to humanity that we shared with the world. Morality, kindness, ethics. We have to be proud of who we are. We have to be connected to our source, to what it means to be Jewish. Why do we love Israel? We have to educate and nurture our next generation about what it means to be a Jew. I was sitting with my cousin who came in Israel, is that they don't teach the kids Tanakh. They don't teach them the prophets, the scriptures. The young children have to know, why are we living and dying and fighting for this land? When you walk in Judea, Samaria, in Hebron, in Jerusalem, and you think that on these hallowed grounds, thousands of years ago, Abraham, Sarah, Rebecca, Isaac walked. This is not just a land because we want to be together. This is our land that God promised us in the Torah thousands of years ago. This is our land that the matriarchs and patriarchs lived there before Palestine was thought of, before Palestinians were invented. So the first thing is, it behooves us to remember who we are, to be proud Jews, to study about our heritage, to connect to the Torah. This Shabbos, come to shul, wrapped tefillin today, light Shabbos candles, invite friends for Shabbos dinner. I'm going down for a bar mitzvah. We had services this morning, but we have another bar mitzvah. We're taking a young child who's 13, who went to our Hebrew school, and we're going to join him in the covenant of Abraham, of Isaac. He's becoming a bar mitzvah to carry that torch. We have to be proud, and we have to instill that in our children. It's not enough to say, I support Israel. It's not enough to donate money to Israel. What are you doing that your children, that your grandchildren should be Jewish, should be connected, should appreciate the richness of Judaism, the ideas, the spirituality, the holiness? So how do we stop what happened? Yes, we have to fight in the halls of Congress. We have to lobby and fight the bigoted Europeans who nearly only 80 years after the Holocaust are ready for a second one. We have to stand up to the terrorists. But hand in hand, we have to be more connected to our Judaism. We have to connect to who we are. You know, just 2 weeks ago, it said, Lo yisamel adam le'echa, that we have a biblical obligation not to stand by while the blood of our brothers and sisters are spilled. But right before that, it says, Lo yisei lech rochil be'amecha, you shouldn't be gossipers in your nation. We have to think about all those people that gossip and blood libel the Jewish people. The only state of Israel, Jewish state. We have to think about the Jewish people who are not strong enough to stand up for Israel, never mind those who speak bad and blood libel us. And we have to think about all those people. How do we unequivocally stand with Israel? Bring the Jewish people together in one voice for Israel. And the way, and the only way for that, is through Torah and mitzvahs, through connecting to our Judaism, to our soul. So this week I encourage you, don't be down. Of course it's painful. You think about Sarah and Yaron, about these young people about to start their life and build a Jewish family. 2 Jews getting married, a celebration in and of itself. Of course it's sad. Of course we have to enhance our security physically at our schools, at our shuls. But that's not enough. We have to commit to be better Jews. We have to be commit to be stronger Jews. Not just in talk, not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. And engage more people. And speak up for Israel. My friends, don't be down. Be strong. We've been through this before. We will come out stronger when we're united and connected to our faith, to our people, and to Almighty God. Have a great day.